Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my live. I thought I'd come live again, and I thought I'm just going to go with the flow of the energy. I've brought out some equipment with me, some sound, and so forth. So I thought I would come live, and just to start, I would like to focus on some sounds. Bringing in the sounds from the universe, connecting with different energies, different light. So first and foremost, I would like to connect with the sounds, to bring in the sounds of the universe, hoping that this will activate your being. So I just would like to say thank you for joining me. So I'm just going to now connect with you all, so just stay in your presence and so forth. So I ask you all now just to connect with your breath as I now connect with the sound. Connecting now as we bring in the celestial sounds of the universe. Connecting up now to the Lion's Gate portal. As we connect now fully in alignment with our higher selves, with our guides and our angels and our galactic brothers and sisters, we bring forth this divine energy and light and love, and we radiate this now down to Mother Earth. We radiate this beautiful energy and love to each and every one that's here on the earth. We now connect with Lake Titicaca in Peru, connecting with the sacred Kundalini, and we activate this beautiful Kundalini, and we connect now to Tibet, bringing this energy of love and balance. I am now going to bring in some of the connections with the shamanic, but also with the Indian traditions, ancient India, but also bringing in some of the traditions of the natives, the Mayan and the Inca traditions. So I'm going to be combining some of the energies as I'm bringing forth this energy and light to you all. as we connect with sounds, we connect with frequencies, we connect with numbers, we connect with sufficios, tones, and so forth. As we connect with sound, it helps to bring our vibration up. It helps to bring up our frequency. We're able then to become a clear channel. So I'm going to be working a little bit with my team to try and bring some of this beautiful energy through, and connect also with my spirit guide team. So first and foremost, I work very much with the tree energy, and the tree energy has so much to offer us in terms of healing, in terms of sustenance, divine messages, symbology. It also enables us to connect to ground, to center, into Mother Earth. Also, the tree represents a variety of different aspects. It represents the divine feminine. So as we look at the roots that go into the earth, into Mother Earth, the roots, the hidden roots, that is where the birthing process starts with any tree. It starts from the roots. But this is a birthing process, because as we are rooting ourselves, we're creating our foundation. So we want to make sure that our roots are firm, they're solid, they're grounded into the earth. And this is the starting point for any form of manifesting ourselves, birthing ourselves, manifesting something new. So when we are going into meditation, when we connect with Mother Earth, and we connect with rooting ourselves into Mother Earth, and we allow this firm foundation to start a process of something expanding into something more beautiful. So as I'm connecting now with the tree energy, I want to connect with a current energy and status. I want to connect with what the Lion's Gate, the period that we're in. There's going to be a closure of the Lion's Gate in 2 days' time, which is on the 12th of August. And then what we have on the 12th of August, it's 12/8/12. 12/8/12. So basically we have 12 and 12, and then we got the 8, the infinite. This year is the year of 12. So this year is very poignant indeed. We are on 3 days now of heightened energy. Today being the 10th, which is 10. 10 represents oneness and 0 point. Then we have obviously the infinite and the 12 master, the master number of enlightenment, enlightenment and completion. We also have tomorrow, which is 11, 8, and then 12. So 11 is again the master number 11, which is about awakening. Also about the connection with twin flame energy. This is why we're being called to balance. So tomorrow is very much about awakening to who we are, but also about balancing ourselves. And again, we have the closure of Lion's Gate, but it's not a closure, it's as such within our lives. It means that the Stargate portals come to a close and then they open up next year, and next year we are embarking on something even bigger, because 2020 we are entering into another phase. So first and foremost, I want to connect with the tree energy, and the trees mean a lot. So as I do an awful lot of the ascension path readings, I incorporate people's birth trees. Everybody has a birth tree. Trees are assigned to certain times of the year. So this particular tree is the vine tree. So I'm going to show you a little bit about the vine tree. So there's a lot of stuff that's coming through with this card, but it's about bearing fruit. So it's always about bearing fruit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here and connect now and channel a bit of this energy. So I'm going to connect up to my team, and I'm also going to connect up to my higher self, and I will bring a message through. Blessings to you all. It is now time to come forth and be like trees. For each and every one of you has so much fruit to bear, so much fruit that you carry. It is time now, dear ones, to ripen your fruit. For it has been said of times past, I am the vine and you are the branches. From these branches go forth and bear much fruit. You have been called to come forth upon this earth, to bear much fruit, to partake and share in the divine message. Do not be dismayed, dear ones. We know of thy challenges. We know of the challenges that beset you in this lifetime. But it's now time to rise above, to behold the challenges, for they have given you much strength, growth and evolution. But move forth now, trust and have faith. Thank you. So it's very much about trust and having faith. Believe in yourselves. I'm now connecting with my team. I am now feeling the connection with Heru, and as I'm connecting with Heru, I'm picking up very much the duty coming through now. The duty. As I'm picking up the duty, I feel as I want to say, go forth in thine light. For it has now come forth a time that we are proceeding forth the tide of the change of age. Radiate forth thine light. It is now time to return to 0 point. It is now time to return to the center. Grant unto thee thine dispensation. For it is now being poured forth out to the hearts of you all. Sacred synchronicity and geometry is now being activated within your hearts. Embrace these signs radiating forth. It is now time to connect within and embrace the sacred chalice within your heart. Allow this cup to be overflowing. For the truths that you seek are contained within. Move forth, dear ones, and embrace love within your hearts. For this measure of love that's contained within is the only way. Sacred lands and vortices, and ley lines upon your earth are now activating. It is now time to connect with the earth. There is much taking place deep within the oceans. We are activating certain areas within the Pacific Ocean at this time. And we are raising up truths that are hidden deep. I came during a lifetime towards the end I have embraced Sebastian of Telos. Telos, in a metaphoric sense, means completion. So much took place during the time of Telos, during the time of the Lemurian root race. I have embraced many life forms and incarnations. At this time, my focus is upon some islands just off the southern coast. The Isles of Fernandina, just off the southern coast of South America. We are transmuting and raising up Lemuria. Many of you shall be attuned to this divine energy and light. I came forth at a later stage during this current root race as Sebastian. And I was martyred by many arrows. The arrows symbolize truth. It is also metaphoric and in alignment with the Orion. The Orion is now aligning later this year upon your Earth. Once more, with many pyramids. Many pyramids are now surfacing. As they surface, the history upon your Earth is changing. It is imperative at this time to connect with your higher consciousness. As you connect even higher, you will uncover more truths surfacing. Allow the energy of Lion's Gate to unfold you. The veils are down. Allow the activations to take place. Allow yourself to surrender. For many blessings are coming forth your way herewith. I leave you with every blessing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I am now going to go quickly to my Buddhism cards. And yes, I can read them now, because it's funny. I was with a lovely, lovely friend of mine last night, and I couldn't actually read the wording on these cards. My eyes were so tired, I couldn't read. So in the end, I channeled, because it wasn't meant for me to be reading the words on the cards. And this is sometimes what Spirit does to us. We don't need to read books. We don't need to read what's on cards. We don't need to read, because at the end of the day, it's about connection. So, I am going to say, the more that we are working Spirit, we become blindfolded, because when I sat in mediumship circles, and I've sat in quite a few, they would put a blindfold on. And they do that for a reason, because it's about activating your spiritual senses. We don't connect with it's not about connection with our physical, it's about connection with our spirit. And there is a saying, if you pull the wool over a medium's eyes, they can see a lot clearer. And this is true. And this is why, in circles, we can blindfold ourselves, sit down in the chair, and right behind us, they'll bring in somebody, to sit behind us. We're completely blindfolded, and then we have to read for that person that's sitting behind. And it's quite interesting that that we become a little bit more 9.5 out of 10 correct, because we are not physically connecting with that person's auric field or anything like that. We are using our spiritual senses. We are going up. We are feeling what's going on, and it's about that connection. It's about connection. So it strengthens a lot more of your spiritual senses. So technically, often or not, my connection goes a whole lot stronger when I'm eyes shut. Also, when I do a trance transfiguration of Horus, and I was being overshadowed just then, I was being overshadowed, but I do trance transfiguration. Again, my eyes are shut, but often or not, and I have been in trance before, and people have seen, it's not like my eyes are open or anything, but sometimes they can see eyes open, but it's not my physical eyes, it's the spirit's eyes. That's another thing that can also happen when you're in trance transfiguration. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle these cards. Hopefully Spirit will choose one by dropping one out, but sometimes so what I will do is I will read the cards, if I can read the cards. Here we go. Something's dropped. Okay, so there's the cards. Okay, so I'm putting them down here. I'm putting them down, and I'm going down here to get the two cards. So basically, this is interesting. Oh, I've got 3 cards. This is interesting. I've got gratitude, I've got attachment, and I've got letting go. So, letting go, I'm going to put this in order. I'm going to put this in order. Okay, so we have attachment. Okay, attachment. And that's the reverse side. Beautiful. So, we've got attachment. We've got letting go. Beautiful. So it's letting go. And then we also got gratitude. Gratitude. So I'm going to read them out. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to channel a message based on all 3. So I'm just going to go up, connect myself up, bring the message down, and deliver. So, who's the tall one behind me? Yes, that's Horus. The tall one, he's very tall. Thank you, Janine. I'm responding to Janine there. And I'm quickly, yes, Mia. Yeah. Thank you. So I'm going to read these out. I'm interested in also the number frequencies as well. So attachment, okay, it's got number 2 on it. So I always look at, when I'm looking at cards, and this is a tip if you're a card reader, have a look at the numbers, because cards have numbers, and it's about attuning yourself to the frequency of the numbers. So number 2 for me is very, very much a harmony number, about balance. Okay, so attachment. Okay, it says attachment to desire is the cause of suffering, Buddha. And then it says attachment arises when we want something different from what we are experiencing right now. This ever increasing list of unfulfilled desires causes us to experience discontentment and disconnects us from living simply in the pure joy of the present moment. And at the bottom it's got its truth card. Okay, so and then we've got letting go, which is number 3. Now number 3 is about connection, communication, connection with our guides, connection with the angels and the masters. But also number 3 for us is about the trinity of energy. Okay, so that's all right, Janine. Janine, it's about activating your third eye, as you know. And also, if you're picking up something or seeing something, it's beautiful. This is what we're here to do. It's about seeing beyond. Trust your feelings. So letting go. Letting go, the card, letting go. So letting go, some of us think building on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. Quote by Hermann Hesse. Letting go simply means allowing things to be as they are without constantly struggling to control or resist an outcome, or continually reminding yourself of an unhappy past event or negative emotion. Okay, and then we have 26, and it's gratitude. 26 again, 26 if you add 2 and 6 together gives you 8, which is infinite. You also got number 2, which is balance, harmony. 6 is the code of man, but also the nurturing card, the nurturer, the healer. So basically, and then you got 2 and 6, which is 8. Infinite. Okay, and then it goes, if you want to turn your life around, try thankfulness. It will change your life mightily. Quote by Gerald Gould. Gratitude is a power, kindness, energy. When expressed outwardly, by giving thanks for the riches brought to you by other people, their services and contribution, your gratitude builds a feeling of kinship that breaks down all illusions of separateness. So, and that, again, that is a cultivation card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here just connecting upwards with my higher self, with my team, and just bring in another message. So let's see what comes in. Dear ones, it's now time to cultivate your desires, to empower yourselves, and to rise up in truth. In order to fulfill your goals and aspirations, it is imperative that you connect with your heart space to allow all to unfold. During this tide of great change, we have invited you to let go of those circumstances and situations that no longer serve you, to fulfill your ultimate mission of the greater healing process. You have been called to let go of that no longer serves your mission. Many service souls at this time may be experiencing a stripping back of energy, likened to be that of a banana skin being peeled back layer by layer. Often for many, this process can bring up triggers, wounds, and traumas coming to the surface to be released and healed. It forms part of the greater healing process as you are stepping forth in a higher wisdom and connection with self and with the higher frequency. It forms part of the alignment with the higher frequency. It forms part of the surrender process. As you enter into this higher state of being, you become more aligned and attuned with your inner qualities, and therefore you understand the purpose of giving gratitude and thankfulness to all that there is. You come to understand in this beautiful energy of gratitude the greater wisdom of the divine plan of your soul's mission and that of the collective mission. It is about bringing all back together in the center as one. One in love, one in light, one in peace, one in hope, one in harmony. I leave you with every blessing. Thank you. Thank you. So, I am also going to go over, let me have a think now. Let's have a think. Let's have a think. Gaia. See what? Going to go to the Gaia deck. And okay. Let's see what Spirit want me to deliver now. Whoops. So what I'm doing. Yes. That resonates with me very much, Mia, because I was actually, I was channeling. I have often been channeling my higher self, and when I go to channel my higher self, I've had someone actually pick up a lioness. I've also had when I've actually done spirit rescue, I pull in Horus and I connect up with my higher self. When I often connect with my higher self, I connect with Sekhmet. A lady, when I was channeling live, she actually saw Sekhmet, Sekhmet coming through, and it was the sword of truth. She held the sword of truth. Often or not, when I'm channeling, a lot of people pick that up. This is interesting that Mia, you've actually picked up female lioness, top left hand side, and she's opening and shutting her eyes. That's interesting. That resonates quite a lot. And the left hand side would actually resonate because Horus stands on my right and when I'm attuning to my higher self, that would be the left hand side, and it's the right hand and the left hand. The right and the left hand side, that is the bridge that I connect with. It's the spirit presence, but also my higher self, Horus as well, because Horus is actually my twin flame spirit guide. So it kind of interesting that you're picking that up. I'm just feeling the energy of these cards. Right. Okay, this is interesting. So this one, it's about hidden gift. Hidden gift. I'm asking how many shall I pick? Okay, this. All right, there's an energy here. Sorry, I'm just going with the flow of the energy, and I'm being guided. Because I'm usually the jewel within a teardrop. This is kind of very deep cards coming in now. Very deep cards. Very deep cards. I'm getting... Right, come here. Right, you're telling me here. Is it here? For some reason I'm going, is this it? You're in the middle of my live Aphrodite Rita. Okay, yeah, I please feel free to watch the replay, but you're in the middle of it, so thank you for joining us. This is a Facebook Live, and it will be rolled out onto YouTube as well. This is Liberation. Okay, so they've actually given me... This is kind of interesting. Why am I getting such a massive energy around here? Right, is this going to disperse, please? Oh, it's dispersing now. It's dispersing. Gosh. Yes, I go with... I'm feeling energy. I'm like, yes. Okay, right. So what we have... This is interesting. I pick up so much coming in from these cards, but... Okay, have a look. If you look at this, sometimes I'm picking up, straight away I'm picking up Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and Liberation. Straight away. Balance, Infinite, 8, Twin Flame Energy, straight off. But there's also other meanings coming in. Other meanings coming in. I'm also going to look at this card. Let's start with the Divine Masculine. I'm picking up straight away, and then it's got the hidden gift. So I'm going to bring a lot of the energy in, okay? Because first and foremost, it's what's now being presented, but also there's so much going in deeper. So a hidden gift. Now, first and foremost, we're getting masculine, but I'm also going to bring in about the message, because it's not just about the divine masculine, it's also about the message that's hidden within the card. And the energy here, I'm getting a huge amount of energy coming in. Yeah, this huge amount of energy coming in from this card now. Very, a lot of energy coming in. So, first and foremost, it says a hidden gift, but it's also, there's sadness, an ending, and a new beginning. Sadness, ending, and a new beginning. So this is feeling so much coming through with my last channeled message with the Buddhism cards, but I'm also want to say it is about the masculine surrendering, healing, embracing. Also, collective as a whole, humanity as a whole, but feeling this is very much masculine bound. But it's also for new awakened souls to rise up and connect with your hidden gifts, your hidden power, because we're embarking on new beginnings. We're entering a tide and a change in the energy flow. We're going into a new age. And next year is very much about masculine energy. Certainly with Saturn transitions next year. Saturn is going to be making an awful lot of impact next year in 2020. So this will be a final release. Also on winter solstice 2020, we are planning a significant alignment between Saturn and Jupiter. So there's a lot coming through with regards to the masculine energy. Jewel within the teardrop. This is interesting because, again, this is very much feminine energy, because the feminine energy has been the divine nurturer in this lifetime. She's the one that's had to rise up. She's had to be the one to embrace. So much has been accomplished with the feminine presence, not only in society itself. If you think about over the eons, certainly going back towards the end of the Egyptian pharaohship, when the Greeks and the Romans infiltrated Egypt and had some influences, the feminine presence began to fall, and this also was around during the age of Aries, going into Piscean age. The feminine tongue was cut. She was silenced. In inequality ravaged, and the balance of scales became like this, where the masculine ruled the roost and the feminine was down here, so it became like this. So now we're changing the age, we're turning the age, and as we're entering the age now of Aquarius, everything's about balance. This is what the Lionsgate energy is about. It's about bringing that feminine presence back into the balance now. We are bringing that back up. So yes, we're going up a little bit like this with the feminine, because the masculine's become a little bit wounded. But you know, now it's now sort of going into balance. So So the jewel within the teardrop, again now, is about the feminine presence, and the feminine presence this is about appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. Okay, this is about appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. So this is what this is about. And as we are entering into balance, we are getting liberated. Liberation. Liberation. This is about breaking free from any form of negative attachment. So this is kind of interesting of how the cards are actually bringing about similar messages. So when I went in with my Buddhism cards and bringing that message in, and now we're getting this coming through, that's another affirmation. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to now go over to the Isis deck, and I'm going to bring the Isis deck in and see what cards come through from there, and if I can have another opportunity to connect in with my higher self and with Horus and see what comes through. Let's see, where's my Isis deck? Got Gaia. Oh, there it is, right at the end. Okay. So I'm now going to see what the Isis deck brings through, and then I will connect up, hopefully, and channel. Okay. Right. Come on, guides, can you drop a card, please? I know the energy's building up. You want me to trust my intuition? It is always about trust. Trust. Right. I want to say thank you for those of you who have joined me. Okay, so they want me to trust. Okay, the energy's building up. Show me, show me, show me, show me. Okay, truth unveiled, and it's the revelation of Isis. This is the brother in darkness overcoming negative energy with feminine power. This is very interesting. Look at this. This is... Oh, right, okay. I feel I'm getting a feeling. I'm getting a feeling. Well, for some reason I've got cards dropped as well. The abundance of Sothis. I know, I'm going to be channeling. I think I've got to channel this. I need to channel this. These cards are dropped out, and this is on the other side. So basically you've got the enter the chamber of healing, and it's entering the divine chamber of healing, the divine chamber of Lady Isis. We've got the proper burial for freedom, which is the sacrifice of Osiris, Lord of the Dead. And this is the knot of Isis. And the knot of Isis, energetic stabilization of the buckle of the beloved. Right. I feel I'm going to have to channel this. So I've got Horus behind me. Heru. So just bear with me a moment. I'm now just taking myself into a space. You may feel energy changes. It's all quite normal. If my face change, it's all quite normal. Greetings, dear children. I, Heru, come through the heart of my beloved to the hearts of you all. We are about to embark on great change that will affect your earth plane. We have foretold this great momentum for many ages. We are embarking on a great shift at this time that will prepare you all for the next steps going forth into the Aquarian age. For the age of Aquarius is about carrying the water, carrying the sustenance, carrying and bringing forth the purification that is much needed upon your earth at this time. We are embarking on a great revelation. For the higher truths are coming forth to the hearts of many. We have planned this great momentum, and many souls have come through now, coming through to be of service. To bring forth light, to bring forth healing. It is a time of great balance, to connect and to align. To bring forth the connection of spirit and matter, to bring forth and integrate all elements of polarity that exist within this cosmos verse. To sow the seeds of greater understanding is to connect with your hearts. And allow your divinity to shine forth. I leave you with every blessing. Thank you. Allow your light to shine forth to every corner of the earth. Embrace, dear ones, the sword of truth that's coming forth. I'm just plugging my phone in. Okay. Embrace the sword of truth. Allow your light and love to shine forth. I wish you every blessing. I also want to share with you all that there are some significant alignments taking place within Yucatan at this time. I have been made aware of certain activations, but also certain alignments within my current lifetime. I've also been shown a labyrinth that lies underneath the oceans of Mexico. I've also been shown that Texas and Mexico was once one nation. I've also been shown a tunnel that connects Yucatan through right under the Gulf of Mexico, connecting Texas and Mexico. I've also been shown that there are significant shifts within the region that are taking place, which will make sense because we are embracing on a Mayan shift. I was born in Texas in this lifetime on a pointer that runs in direct alignment with Yucatan. I also embrace certain codes that connect both Yucatan and Egypt. I'm also aware that that after the fall of Atlantis, there was a 1,000-year gap during the age of Virgo, where we was resurrecting pyramids, and this was taking place certainly within Yucatan and in Egypt. Fully aware, full conscious awareness of this. The pyramids are making some significant alignments. There are hearthstones. I've shared this in the past about the hearthstones that align with the 42 Nebula Orion, which is the cosmic womb of this universe. We are also from that particular nebula. We are actually birthing a new solar system and some new planets. I've also been shown over recent days the Messiah 66, Leo within Leo as well, because I was connecting with my star constellation. I was shown a spiral galaxy within Leo as well. I was also shown Regulus, and I was also shown a particular universe and galaxy that contains 11 planets, and there is a portal that goes into another galaxy within the Leo constellation, and as you go in, there are 11 planets. I was also shown a spiral within this within this sphere that both has the Borealis and Australis, the again, the north and the south. I was being shown the north and the south, and again, the north and the south has to connect, it has to unify, it has to grow, it has to evolve together, it has to unify. It's about the masculine and feminine. So I have also been shown that it has not been agreed by the higher realms that there should be walls and divides. And this is why I personally have objected to any wall being built on the Mexico-Texas border, because it's not my personal preference. It's what's coming through to me from councils, from the higher realms, because any walls, whether it be physical or spiritual, is an indication of separation. And this isn't something that we have to eradicate in this lifetime. We have to eradicate any form of separation consciousness, because we are supposed to be coming back into the great oneness. We have to come back to 0 point, to the center. And if we are embracing any form of separation consciousness, then, you know, what does that tell us about our heart space? And this is where it all starts. This is the center point. This is where we go. This is where we go to connect with Source, with our true qualities. So yes, as a collective, we must now grow to come together, to grow together, to work harmonically together, to eradicate any form of separation consciousness. We are here to create unity consciousness. Unity consciousness, Christ consciousness, is the message of love. Love, love, love. And that is all that there is. So when we embrace love, then everything else unfolds. I want to say thank you very much for you all joining me on my live. Again, gratitude is the message, so I extend my love and my gratitude to each and every one of you. Keep growing, keep strong, embrace your own sense of divinity. I also want to say that this particular week, where are we now? We're Saturday. So for the forthcoming week, I am offering Ascension readings. I'm reducing the price down for an hour. If you want to book an hour session with me, I'm reducing that down from £50 to £30 an hour for the hour. So if you want to book a session with me, and you want to book it, as I say, you need to book it in this week. I'm reducing it down to £30 as Lionsgate special. The Ascension Path involves, it's all channeled, it involves looking at your numerology, your astrology, past life, present life, in terms of Akashic, any healing that you may need. What is your soul plan in this now time? It is about the now time, activations, and everything is connected. You know, I channel a lot coming through from my higher self and from Horus and my team. So if you are interested, please feel free to drop me a line. As I say, I'm reducing that down by £20 this week only. So please feel free to drop me a line. I also offer a range of other services and mentorship program, which is very successful, the mentorship program, because it aids and helps you to connect with your own Akashic record, your spirituality, you know, and whatever you want to learn. I've seen so many people blossom and grow through the mentorship program. So please feel free to drop me a line. I'm here in whatever capacity. I'm also a healer as well. So please feel free to drop me a line if you need consultation or anything. I'm here. God bless you all. Have a beautiful week ahead. Lots of love to you all. Talk to you all soon. God bless.